realize one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio.
And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
Do you have an upcoming event? Well, I encourage you to book Beyond the Fence family for an amazing experience. Beyond the Fence is a talented group of men and women who have toured the world to display their talents of song and ministry. Did I forget to mention multi-award winners? They're your one-stop shop for making your event the best in the city. Book Beyond the Fence today at beyondthefence.org. Click menu, then contact. Beyond the Fence, your audience will thank you.
Beyond the fence.
Beyond the fence.
Beyond the fence.
Beyond the fence.
Benton. DB Juniors.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Truto. You know I got you. The Jewel.
Broski, you know I had to fly in on this one.
G Will. You know what it is. You didn't see it coming like this, did you? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. My problems, God slaughtered them all, the harder I ball. Fighting like a scared cat, with her back against the wall. Slip, but I didn't fall. I adapted to the fall. Ignorance, I've been through it. That's why I don't want you to do it. I want to influence, it's already proven. You can be friend of a Judas, come at the end of the ruin. Who are we fooling? What are we proving? What are we doing? What are we building? What are we giving to some of our children? Built a team, not just the industry thing. We do more than just rap a scene. Beyond the fence, the family tree with the queen. We choose to worship with the king. And we protect the women by any means. And our children on everything.
Coming to the years I want my own fight, no light. Thinking everything is alright. Turn around and see my father in the light. Back in 03, that changed my whole life. Deceiving, one father, one mother believing. No father on the life I'm weeping. Say things happen for a reason. I'm believing, we're fleeing. Still opportunity life I'm bleeding. I'm in the probation thinking. Trust my life still need it. Same friends up and down, can't see it. In the back to the past, I leave it. I'm a dance of mind, I'm pleased with prosperous, the procrastinate meeting. A bird almost out and I heat it. Said I'm a loser, I say that I'm meeting. I'm in the pen, I'm left with a Tito. That friend of mine was loyal, still was needed, but Colorado on still. So receive it never stops, and I know I keep preaching on one last rise. I never will be this smooth the floor, I won't be defeated.
Swag so magnificent, due to the omnipotent. Yes, you know it's heaven sent. Call me George Jefferson. I'm walking in your glory if I keep my eyes focusing. Never turn away from the one who first loved me, man. I go by G Will, I'm in the building, man. Good looking on the hand off the game, just advance. My focus so clearly beyond 2020. Thanks to BDF, there's a new addition to the family.
What I got in my music, principle, purpose, so much that they use it. Bruising the proving, no way that I'm losing. Something I do, supposed to delusion. The BDF revolution. Wake up, ain't no more illusion. Concert to the union, we appreciate your contribution. Awaken a sleep time, define our bad it hurts. Conduct with metal, touch it, fire, bring it together for the betterment. Bring it together, be better men. All of the people in children, graduate old school veterans. Take over the nation, Taliban. Hold up the world with one hand. Shoot through the vision, it's intense. Looking at what beyond the fence.
We are beyond the fence. We are beyond.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio, and you better be smiling.
Beyond the Fence is in the building.
Hey, welcome. Welcome to another beautiful night right here on Beyond the Radio. And this your main man, David Benton, and I am in the building. And you know what, man? I'm smiling. Even though it got a lot of chaos around us, I have every reason to smile. Let me tell you why. Because I'm a child of the King. I'm a child of the King. And when you're a child of the King, what I got to worry about?
I know everything going to be all right because I got positive energy. Man, I think good. I want to see people make it, and I love people. That's right. So I have every reason to smile. Shout out to the Elation family. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Shout out to every person on Elation Network. True men and women of God, kings and queens. We thank you. We love you. We thank you. We love you. Man, we got an awesome show for you tonight. We cannot wait because we have an awesome special guest. Yes, we do. So before we get to our special guest, let's see who else is in the building. Jerry, Truto, Allen, are you in the building?
I'm in the building. Hey, what's up, y'all? Yes. Ooh, man.
My brother, how you been?
I can't stop smiling, man. You know what happened to me this weekend, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. Please, tell the peoples.
Can I tell the peoples? Well,
you can tell the peoples.
Let me tell the people. Listen here, y'all. I had my first grandson born Friday, Courtney Jr. and Lord. Oh, happy, y'all. Yes. 10 fingers, 10.
Man, brother. Congrats, man. So, being a new grandpappy, man, how you feel being a grandpappy?
Well, you know, I got a granddaughter, but this grandson, I don't know. I'm getting a little short in my
man. It's your first grandson, because you told me that. I know you got the granddaughter, but just you have a grand, just a big, you know. Now you got to be grandpappy. She's different. Like, no, it's my grandbaby. Oh, because she a female. But when you got a grandson and now you got to turn into grandpappy, how does it feel to have that grandson, though, brother?
Man, it feels wonderful, man. I'm so blessed, man. I can't wait to, teach them a lot of things that I know, tell them some stories.
Yes,
I'm so excited. I'm so excited, man.
I know
we smiling,
you, man, and we excited for you. We're excited for you, brother, man. God bless, man. Congrats on that, Truto, for real. Shout out, man, for real. Good break, big, huge shout out to you, man. We love you, man. So,
love y'all, man.
Oh, and I know you ready for our show tonight, man, because it's going down, Truto. It's going down. So I'm about to go to the next. All right. Let's see who else is in the building with us tonight. The infamous, the wonderful Shay Samuels. Are you in the building?
Shay Samuels is in the building.
Hey,
Shay.
How you been, Shay?
Oh, I am fabulous. I'm only about 15 minutes out of being an alumni of the Life Coaching School of Arkansas. I am officially an executive business coach. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yes.
Yes. We have been hiding this for some time over the last several weeks. The Bible says, don't let the right hand know what the left hand's doing. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. We told you guys that Beyond the Fence is always working behind the scenes to better our business, to better ourselves as individuals. As David Benton always says, we just always want to become a better us. That's why we encourage you to be a better you. So we invest in ourselves.
Yes.
So over the last several weeks, I have been in class on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. all the way up to 8:30 p.m. and tonight just about 9:30 p.m. But we get it done, and so I am officially a life coach.
My sister.
Yes, and out of respect, we shall call you Coach Shay. Yes, Coach Shay is in the building. That's right, because that's who you are.
Coach Shay is in the building. Behind the scenes, I've been getting into messing with David. When we first started the school, I was messing with David. Like, now you're gonna have to call me Coach. You're gonna have to call me Coach now. So, yes, tonight you guys call me Coach Shay.
Coach
Shay.
Shay.
Right. So, Truto, meet Coach Shay, Truto.
Hey, Coach Shay. Hey,
hello, Truto.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes.
Coach Shay, well, congratulations on that, Shay.
Thank you so much. And I cannot forget, guys, I do need to give a great big shout-out because there's so many announcements out there, but I want to give a great big shout-out to my little cousin who is now an author. If you guys can go on Amazon and purchase the Afro-Latino ABC alphabet book, this young lady made 37. She was number 37 on the bestseller the first day it came out yesterday, number 37 on Amazon, the bestseller. So I have to give a great big shout-out again. We're always talking about being a better you. So, Kiara, I am so proud of you. If you're listening tonight, please post your information on our Facebook page so people can get out and keep purchasing those books. I love you.
All right. We love you, Kiara. We love you over here on the Radio and the Elation family. We love you. Yes, that is awesome. Well, are y'all ready for tonight? Because we're gonna have a blast tonight. Are y'all ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Shay, and I ain't gonna ask you smiling, Shay, because I can tell you are already smiling.
Listen, I got a reason to praise him.
Yeah. So let's get to it. We got our guest. Our awesome guest, this brother right here. Oh, man, he's so awesome. I can't even put it into words because this brother is a part of us hitting the charts and the billboards, and people don't understand the people that people don't think is as important or one of the most important pieces to the puzzle. This brother here has been producing for a long time, but here currently he has been the producer right here on Beyond the Fence, for Beyond the Fence Entertainment. I have many songs with him. Shay has many songs with him, and he just keep them going. Man, let me introduce our guest, Marcus Boyd. Are you in the building?
I'm here. I'm quiet. Don't be
quiet.
Hey,
Marcus.
Cannot be quiet tonight, Marcus Boyd.
Yeah, I'm here. First of all, let's shout out to Coach Shay. Congratulations.
Thank
that's
you.
incredible. That's an incredible honor. And to the young man that just had his first grandson, congratulations.
All right, thank you, Marcus.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's true too. So, Marcus, Marcus, Marcus Boyd, man, we really thank you for coming to the show, man. We love you, brother. That first song that was the intro song, the Beyond the Fence anthem. Man, I remember when my project Boys to Men was finished for real, man. It was really finished, and you said you had texted me, and you said, man, listen, I have not a anthem, but I have the anthem for Beyond the Fence. And my project was finished, man. I was like about to close it out. I was not about to go do. I had way more songs, but I was like, I'm not putting no more songs on here. This is what it is. And brother, you sent me the beat to the Beyond the Fence anthem. And you said, this is your anthem. And, man, I want to tell you, thank you, brother. Man, the way you correlate your instruments, man, because, man, what goes through your mind when you, right before you about to do a beat? Because you have so many different ways of coming, man. You so broad with your instruments. Man, what makes you come up with such genius, bro?
Okay, so if I can be honest without sounding crazy, if I can just be honest without sounding crazy,
please do.
I hear instruments like people hear conversation. So it's almost like they used to have a TV show called The Ghost Whisperer. So I guess I'm the music whisperer. I guess.
Yes.
We're gonna put a title. But I mean, like I started hearing instruments, and I was like third, fourth grade, and I think me having autism, it plays a big part of that. So I hear differently than most people do musically.
Yes, man. Because your man, I remember, man, you gave me music like years ago, and it wasn't your instruments was so different to me that I didn't know how to really put the rhyme to where, because I felt like, you know what, I'm not ready for these beats yet. I had to put them on Boys to Men because I grew, and when I grew, that's when I knew it was time for a Marcus Boyd beat. And now, to this day, this is my best and most prolific project, man, Boys to Men. And I just want to tell you personally, thank you for the songs that you have given to me, man. It's definitely been a blessing, and I appreciate you. And I know other people got more questions, but I do want you to tell the people, like, bro, where are you from, man? Like, where are you from?
I was born in Atlanta, raised between Brooklyn, New York, and Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm from everywhere because I was homeless for 3 years in Atlanta, eating out of dumpsters and sleeping in the trash cans and Peachtree and Pine and everywhere else. You know what I mean? All because I wanted to do music. Not because I didn't have family that wanted to help me, but I didn't want the help from family. You understand what I'm saying? I always wanted to get it on my own. So regardless if I have to, however I got to sleep, what I got to eat, regardless of whatever I have to do, I'm going to get it on my own because I just don't believe in handouts. I don't believe in charity. But
that's right.
It humbled me.
That's right.
It humbled me. And thank God, I thank God for Beyond Defense. I thank God for the other artists I have worked with throughout the almost 21 years of being a music producer.
Yes.
Now I'm looking to do other ventures. I'm looking to do other things. And plus, now marriage is on the horizon. Shout out to the future.
Yes. Man, that's right.
Marriage is on the horizon. Brothers going to get married. So
that's right. We're going to save Shay for last. Truto, you have any questions for my main man, Marcus?
Shay to you, David.
You know that I do. Marcus, first of all, it's nice to finally get a chance to talk to you. I've heard your name so much since I started working with Beyond the Fence, and I'm an upcoming producer. And I mean, when I listen to your music, man, the instruments and everything, but your engineering, man, I mean, how long did it take to do you? Your engineering is phenomenal. When I know I first got the anthem, and I started to write, it really pulled more out of me than I believe I've ever had. It pulled a lot out of me. And with your engineering, explain us how important it is about the engineering of your music.
For me, it's like, because I mix and master all my beats. Now, I don't know how to mix and master vocals. I know everybody's like, you should know how to mix and master vocals if you mix and master beats. It's not the same entity. It's not the same thing. But I know how to level my music as far as my production is concerned. I know how to get it to sound crisp. It's like if the BPM is 76 and, the minor key is 6. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The minor key is 6. The BPM is 76. So what you will have to try to do is get the drums to sound crispier than they would from a laptop, because that's what I make them from, a laptop. So the distortion is already going to be there amongst the laptop. But I use what is called stadium mixing. So I mix it like you would play it in front of 20, 50,000 people in the stadium when you send it off. See, now it used to take me 3 to 4 weeks to do one track. Now it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes. to do one track.
Wow.
So I make 20 beats a day. So when I put out on Instagram or Facebook a beat, you get it 1 out of 20 or 1 out of 23. That's been going on since I was 17. I'm about to be 38. So
wow.
you getting one. So like, okay, yeah, this man done put these beats in my inbox all over again. Okay, I get it. But you getting one. I still got beats nobody has ever heard. You know what I'm saying? So if you get excited about that I put on Facebook what I call music throwaway. So if somebody want my beat on Facebook or whatever, it's a throwaway to me. It's trash. It's like me throwing away the old shirt. You might just want that shirt, but you ain't seen what shirts I kept. You only seen the shirt I threw away.
That's genius. I told you that's genius. Shay, man, I know you have some questions, Shay.
That's
good old Coach Shay.
Right.
Oh, Coach Shay.
Set him straight, Marcus boy.
I'm sorry.
Set him straight, Marcus boy.
And listen. Shout out to your family member, Miss Kimberly, because anybody that can help their child write an amazing book like that needs to have a shout out, because this is about the youth. It's not about really our old folks like us. It's about the future of them.
So let me say how funny this is. So the younger sister, Kwana, she put up a post earlier today about moms, sisters, and big sisters. And so Kimberly is actually the oldest sister. So you just kind of confirmed what Kwana was talking about on her post, that Kimberly acts like the mom. So shout out to Kimberly, who is the mom and the big sister and has to choose in between which one to be depending on the day. And they all are on listening. So shout out to Kimberly, Kwana, and Kiera. They all are on listening. So shout out to you guys.
I know you got questions. but I'm gonna get killed. So listen, shout out again to my future wife Aisha. She's listening. She's a blessing. And behind a great man is always a great woman. So she's not behind me, she's beside me. So I'm honored to even have her in my life, and we're going to continue to build this empire. That's what it is.
That's right.
So I would be remiss.
Well,
I would be remiss as one of the artists on your tracks if I didn't say, Aisha, you are the girl that I'm wanting. Aisha, you know I want you so bad, and there's nothing I can do to keep me away from you.
Go.
Aisha, that was from Shay Samuels to you.
Yeah.
Well, Marcus boy, let me say thank you so much for all that you have done for the Beyond the Fence family. I know that I actually got a chance to meet you back in 2015-16, and you sent me one of your first tracks. And what I love, and we've talked about this before, and I've told you about my cousin Kwana, who works with children with autism as well. And when you told me that you were that you had autism, it was amazing to me that my lyrics matched your music so well. And you know how hard it is for musicians to actually learn your music to play it live? Your music is so intricate that they hear as musicians, they hear the intricacy of your music. And they spend more time trying to figure it out than they do practicing the actual music. And so I would say that's a gift that you have, and I'm so blessed. I'm so honored to have been able to put my lyrics to your music, and you and I talk all the time about that. But I want to talk to you more about, you've already said it, about how you, like the whisperer. You talked about being the whisperer, and we call you the super producer. That's what we call you.
I don't know about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
We call you the super producer. We know about it. So let me ask you this. How does it feel as a producer to have so many songs from one label on the Billboard chart?
I mean, it's an honor. Before I finish answering that question, let me tell you something. My sister, shout out MDE, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dorinda, you know what I'm saying? For real, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? My sister introduced me to David at the same time I was getting introduced to Minister and 13 Disciple. You understand what I'm saying? So a separate friend that has nothing to do with my sister, a separate friend, no lie. I was at a fashion show. A separate friend said, listen, do you produce gospel artists? I said, yeah, I'm trying to get more into that and stuff like that. He was like, listen, there's this lady. Her name is Shay. She got a song. She got a song out. You might want to contact her, produce her, man. You know what I'm saying? So he gave me the YouTube link of your song where I guess your husband was in there or whatever. When I heard it, I was like, oh, snap. Yo, she fire. She's fire. And I said that what's crazy is I said I got some beats that'll take her over to the top. I said that before I contacted you. I said I got some beats that'll take her over to the next level. And, you know, what my thing is I was really not into producing gospel artists because I'm a gospel rapper, but I wasn't, you know, big on producing other gospel artists. I mean, I work with, you know, okay, I did Shirley Caesar or whatever, but that's the pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? We did God's Plan, but that's the pinnacle. That's 2011, but that's the pinnacle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I didn't work with indie artists in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So, you know, when I got introduced to Beyond the Fence, it put me in the mind state of a spiritual Wu-Tang. Everybody in Beyond the Fence has some type of greatness to them. So it's not like one situation, or everybody's riding on the back of one artist or two artists. Nope, everybody in Beyond the Fence is an artist. You know what I'm saying? And I had to tell David jokingly years ago, I told him, listen, man, I don't got enough beats for all your artists. I don't. I mean, regardless if I got 71,000 of them. Regardless if I got 71,000 of them. I don't. That's why I stick with two of y'all. It's not favoritism. It's not. But it's like 12, 14 of y'all. Listen, I'm not. I ain't have the time. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like 10 songs a person. I mean, like, we will be doing this for years to come. Like, listen, I don't.
But you know what I enjoy about it though. What I enjoy about it is this: when you send me a beat, you know, you send me a track, and you always say, "I had you in mind with this track." And David can tell you, and I know that you know it. But for the listeners, for those of you who don't know, I don't write my music. So when I'm interviewed, everyone always asks what. So what's your writing process? David can finish this sentence and tell you that the songs are already written possibly months before I even get the track. And you get someone like Marcus Boyd who says, hey, sis, I'm about to send you this. Check it out. And I'll call David and I'll be like, oh, my God. Marcus just said, because he get on me. You need a track first. You need the track first. You still feel that way, David?
Yeah.
Because you need the track first.
Shay, hey, why don't you ask David what I sent him this morning? I bet you won't say.
I've already heard about it. Look, I heard about it. And I can't wait to hear it.
When I sent him Polaroid, I told him he needed to put that on his next project. They're going to take his next. If he don't put out no other songs on his next project, Polaroid is going to take him to a stratosphere. It's going to take him to a whole stratosphere.
But let me say this: as a producer, you're making a point, though, Marcus Boyd. As a producer, you do need to learn, and I don't care if you're independent. I think the mainstream have it. But as an independent producer, you need to learn the artists that you want to work with. Because when you make a beat specifically for them, I guarantee you're going to get a Beautiful, a Fly High, a Boys to Men, It Will Be All Right. I mean, my whole EP is Marcus Boyd with the exception of one song. You're going to get these type of songs, but Marcus Boyd makes the beat with Beyond the Fence in mind. And what I love about that is like you said, we have a plethora of artists. For a producer to be able to select one and say, this is for David, this is for Shay. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
so that's a talent within itself. That is a talent within itself.
Yes,
so that's why we call you the super producer.
I don't know who y'all keep talking about, man. I don't know who that guy is. I do not know who that guy is.
And Marcus, with that being said, we're about to go to a music break because we got these songs that we are playing are your production. So it's time to go to our music. So where the music at? So y'all gonna hear Marcus boy. Where the music at? Y'all gonna hear Marcus.
Have they told you how valuable you really are?
And then he broke your heart.
Girl, I can't let you stay in this place. But that was so long ago. Can I tell you you're blessed?
You have to remind yourself.
Come on, say it with me. I'm more than a conqueror.
You're more than a conqueror. Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 You have to remind yourself.
Come on, say it with me. I'm more than a conqueror.
You're more than a conqueror. Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so beautiful. 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 Girl, you are so beautiful. Don't let your light shine.
Can I tell you that you are
So
vibrant,
that it
you're blessed, extraordinary in all your ways.
much more.
Let your light shine.
Your words, girl, you're so beautiful, 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 beautiful. Girl, you are so beautiful, beautiful.
He gave you everything. He gave you the pearls, the fur, the diamond necklace, and the ring.
Building the kingdom is the first thing a king will do. That's why I'm focused on the king and the queen of you. Before you make a move, think it through. Too much blood on the hand, and we know who to link it to. The thing to do is wake up, see the truth. When they see loving you, that's when they see the proof. How you believe in God? You don't believe in you. The tree of life inside of you, let them see the fruit.
The fruits of your seeds is to achieve. All you need to do is you be true and believe. And the one that put air in your lungs to breathe, he'll fight for you and me like Rocky and Creed. And the blessings you receive won't come from you breathe. You just need to stay open, yep, Jermaine Copeland. But on that same token, these words that I spoken of, to make you fly high and mine stay woken.
I want to fly so high.
survive. Words to the wise, don't believe the lies. Told me, if God created us, there's gotta be a God inside. Look in the mirror, ask yourself, is he right or die? Tears in my eyes, chills down my spine, now I'm alive. For the first time, nothing can stop me, don't even try. Take on the world by my lonely, you're right beside a tribe of brothers and sisters, but they fist high when it's time to fly.
With it or not, don't need an explanation. That's for you to ask yourself. Is you gon' sink or levitate about the game when they be playing? Steady tricking, they be playing it. Wanna make you dumb, so you never make your kingdom come. What they on? Time to stack and build a throne. I've been down and out so long, I grew some wings with feathers on it. Ain't no opponent, just little me on me. And that little light gon' shine, put that all on G.O.D. Yeah.
I want to fly so high.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio.
Welcome to Beyond the Radio, and you better be smiling.
Beyond the Fence is in the building.
Welcome back. If you missed the first half of the show, we are on with none other than super producer Marcus Boyd Beats. We do want to give another shout out to the Pop of the group. He finally got a grandson, Pop Jerry Truto Allen. And we also want to give a shout out to Kiara tonight, who has, you know what, I said number 37, y'all, but she actually ended the first night off of number 1. So I got to give credit where credit is due. Wow. Number 1. We got to give her a shout out for the Afro-Latino ABC Alphabet book. Yes, number 1, shout out. And we are going to go ahead and get into our sponsors. Tess Hair Braiding at 5910 Kirkwood Highway, Wilmington, Delaware. That's Tess Hair Braiding, 5910 Kirkwood Highway in Wilmington, Delaware. Ladies, we are in a pandemic. Everyone is looking to get their hair done, braided up, sewn in, whatever you – people still do finger waves? I don't know. But go ahead over to Tess Hair Braiding at 5910 Kirkwood Highway, Wilmington, Delaware, and let them know that Beyond the Fence sent you. Soul Sisters Naturals. Truto, you should have said find them on Facebook at Soul Sisters Natural. If you're looking for incense, body oils, anything that is natural, I've been using their services for the last 2 months, and I'm so satisfied with all of their products. Find them on Facebook at Soul Sisters Naturals. That's SISTAHS Naturals. Also, graphic designs, Jerry Truto Allen. Go ahead over to the website, www.beyondthefence.org. If you are looking for graphic designs, logos of any sort, Jerry Truto Allen, he got you. And if you heard the voice in the beginning, I don't think we played it this time, but Paula G voiced Lady Wisdom After Midnight. If you are looking for a voiceover, please look her up at paulagvoice.com. She specializes in voiceovers, and you will hear her commercial every now and then on the Beyond the Fence, Beyond the Radio when we're airing. And that is all of our sponsors. Back to you, David.
Yes, and big shout out to my main man, G Will, on his single, Brand New. Yes. Shout out to G Will for Brand New.
Shout out to G Will.
Yes. For real. His song is phenomenal. And he produced, he write, he do it all, man. So shout out to G Will. He deserves the credit. But man, let's get back to our guest, our main man Marcus Boyd. Marcus, this is the time, usually the second half of the show, we really get deep. We love to have fun. We're going to smile the whole time, but at the same time, we love to teach. We want people to learn because we want people to be a better version of themselves. And we understand that when you have the elevation of the mind, that's when the blessings will come upon you because that's just how God works. So I want to start with you, Marcus, man. Let's talk about the autism, man. You being an activist for autism. What made you step out in faith? Because there is a stigma of things like that, and I want to put stigma. I don't want to say air quotes, but it's like air quote-ish. I don't know if that's a word, but I just made one. So shout out to me. Air quote-ish. It's like that stigma. What made you say, you know what, I'm going to be in the forefront of what we would call the autism? And what is your message? What message are you getting across to us who may not understand about autism? What is your message to the people?
Okay. Before I answer your question, number one, to the producer, your graphic design is crazy. I like your work. Really good job. G Will, that song is phenomenal. Like, kudos to him. And and to what Shay said about the soul people, listen, okay, I'm gonna need to get that link because I love incense. But
we got you. I got you.
My girl, look like, but I wanted to become an autism activist because I felt like we get overjudged, we get overlooked, and we get overdiagnosed. So which means that because there's different levels and there's different types of autism, there's different degrees of autism. So, when I didn't start talking until I was 13 and a half at a 2-year-old's level. So you're talking about 3 to 4 different doctors saying that his left side of his brain is not functioning correctly. He'll never speak. He'll never get an education. He will always need an adult caregiver to clothe him, bathe him, feed him. Mm-hmm. So basically, I'm walking brain dead because of the condition that I had and the behaviors that I was showing. So you want to put me on Ritalin, Paxil, Depakote, Linthreum, Seroquel, Zoloft. I mean, you want to put me on 500 to 1,000 milligrams of pills, 2 pills a day. So it was that intense because it was throwing desks at people, throwing chairs at people. It was jumping on them, biting them, scratching them. Mm-hmm. It was, because I had a problem. I had a lot of problems. So I had a speech therapist and everything else. But the thing is, almost 3 years ago, what really made me want to tell my testimony, because I was embarrassed. I ain't gonna lie, I was embarrassed because I didn't want people to judge me like, okay, this is what happened to him. I looked at it from a judgment standpoint to look at it from a help standpoint. Yeah. So, now that I got the documentary coming out, and now that we about to film the docu-series, which is called Autism: The American Family Story. Mm-hmm. So it's a 3-part docu-series. So we, me and my team, we working on this stuff. Like, this stuff is not just talked about. We working on having this documentary submitted to 9,000 film festivals around the United States. Documentary comes out at the end of October. But the trailer comes out this week coming up. You know what I'm saying? So we working, but I wanted people to understand that if God can do something for me, that they said, these doctors said, I will never get an education, ever. But I have a bachelor's degree in journalism and mass communications from Ashford University Online.
No, Marcus.
You understand what I'm saying? They said I would never learn how to do anything. But I got 13 music awards. I've been nominated for a Grammy 7 times, and I got 4 Autism Activist Awards. Yeah. So the thing is, if God can do it for me, then I'm no better than nobody else. We come from the same situations. I come from roaches and rats and pissy water just like most people. I come from EBT cards just like most people. So my story is no different. My struggle is no different. But I'm going to tell you my struggle, so hopefully if you are going through my struggle, you know how to get out of my struggle.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's good.
That's right. Very good. Truto. Truto.
Well, I'm just sitting there, And Marcus, I wasn't born this way, but when I was 17 years old, I had a football accident, and my left arm is paralyzed. And I remember when it first happened, I would hear this word disabled. It's like, hey, Jerry, now you're disabled. And over time, I got to thinking about it, and I say now, I'm not disabled. I'm able. It takes me longer to get things done as would anybody else with one arm, but I get it done. I have challenges, and I get it done. And, I take my hat off to you. I understand how hard it is, from my physical standpoint. Because when I got hurt, it was a head-on collision. And when it happened, lost my arm. I have chronic nerve pain in my shoulder, phantom pain. And, I have good days, I have bad days. But I think that me hearing that disabled, it really encouraged me more than really knocked me down, because I took it as I know what I can do. Now, God has really blessed me. I'm being able to, I'm not a super producer, but I can produce, and I'm getting things done. And I feel, God can do it. God can do it. He did it for me, and I know that he can do it for others. And, man, I take my hat off to your story, man.
Well, I take my hat off to you. I take my hat off to you. I take my hat off to David. I take my hat off to Shay. I take my hat off to anybody and everybody in America that's been through a struggle, a trial and tribulation. See, God gives us trials and tribulations, not for us, but for others.
Yeah.
Not for us. Our trial and tribulations is not for us. We're just going through the tribulation. But our trial and tribulations to be able to tell the story from the trial and tribulation that we just came from. See, it's about reaching out and touch each one teach one. Each one teach one. I am my brother's keeper. And before we can be better for us, before we can be better for us, we have to be better for ourselves.
Come on now.
And,
right.
And my thing is this, yes, I have autism, but autism don't have me. Autism is a blessing. It's not a disability. And I didn't stop using the bathroom on myself until I was 24. I'm 37. I didn't stop biting people and scratching them until I was 23, 24. I've been on medication until I was 22, 23 years old. I've been in 16, 17 different mental institutions, electrical shock therapy, and everything else. Like, I done tried to kill myself at least 25 times. At least 25. But I'm still here because it's for a reason. Sure. Never allow anything that the devil put you through to make you be that permanently. We all of us that say, I believe in God, I worship God, I love God, I trust God, I do anything for God. But when he puts you through the test of homelessness, of being broke, of not having no money, of losing family and friends, of losing children, of child support and everything else, then we want to be like, man, forget this stuff's getting too hard. But it's not hard when he's blessing you. It's not hard when he's blessing you. It's not hard when you get in the big house, the big contract, the new job. It's not hard. The thing is this. What Beyond the Fence was able to do was to take somebody who has autism, to take their sound and take it global. It's never been done.
Wow.
Never been done.
Wow.
From a label standpoint, from artist standpoint, if I don't make another beat tomorrow, I've already fulfilled my mission.
Wow.
Now it's my
Thank you,
job
Marcus.
to teach people. Now my job is to teach people like Truto and anybody else that want to learn this producing to make them beast. Like I became a beast. To teach them what other people are going to charge them for. Now this is just straight facts. I made a lot of music for everybody out of some love stuff. I could have charged a bunch of people. I could have. But one thing is better than money, it's favor. One thing is bigger than money is favor. I can go to anybody I made beats for. I don't care if I told them that I needed your house for 2 weeks. That's what they're going to do. You need a ride? favor is always bigger than money. And if we say we family, and we play that Facebook stuff or social media stuff, and we say, oh man, you're my brother, you're my sister, or whatever. Then if I say you're my brother, then I want to see you win. I believe in you. So your money don't equip to you winning. You can't pay me enough for me to see you want to win.
Yes. Shay, it's on you, Shay.
I mean, when I say I'm speechless, Marcus Boyd, because for me personally, bro, you and we talk, and I hear you on a personal level really get down with your heart. You know, I've never really heard you do it on a public level. And so there's a number of people on tonight who are also activists for autism, and they're asking behind the scenes for the docuseries to remind them of the docuseries. And so I believe that this platform, like any other thing that you give us, is going to help to catapult what it is that you're trying to do. One of my songs, Seasons, has hit the #1 on the Billboard chart. And that's exactly what you're in right now. I feel that you are definitely developing into your season, and everything that you've been putting in place at this time, even when we first met you, you know, you've already had the sound, bro. Like, honestly, you've had the sound. You've actually introduced the sound to us. We had the lyrics. You had the sound. So what you're stepping in now, you already were there. You just needed the right people around you. David has a song entitled Change Your Circle. And so when you decided to change your circle, and sometimes here's what has to happen. Sometimes we don't want to remove ourselves from that circle, right? And we have to be pulled away from the circle. And so for you, you've been uprooted, you've been pulled from some things, and like you said, you've learned it, and now you're able to walk out your purpose, and that's what we're all about. So kudos to becoming a better you, bro.
Well, can I be real for a quick little second? Second?
Of course.
Number one, the song "Beautiful" that you played before y'all came back on. Listen. Okay? This is my suggestion. But I think that video needs to be some type of fashion show type of situation where different ethnic groups of women is getting their face beat, wardrobe done, and everything else. And you showing how beautiful they are, not only in their own skin, not only in their own clothes, but through Christ loving them. That's a smash. Beautiful, this is a smash. I'm sorry. This is what it is. It's a smash.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. It don't have nothing to do with me. That song is smash.
I love the idea.
Number two.
I love the idea.
Number two. You know, I think when you say you want to be like, oh, I want to be in the limelight, I want to be famous, I want to get my name known. That's when God says, okay, I'm gonna step aside and I'm gonna fold up my hands. Devil, test them. See how much their faith, how strong their faith is. See if they're going to fold and run to you or stay strong and believe in me. So, I say this to say this. Almost 3 years ago, my son got taken away from me. When I was about to soar in Atlanta, my son got taken away from me. My son, I ain't seen him in almost 3 years. I ain't seen him. So, am I bitter at his mother? No. Do I talk about it or do anything with his mom? No. I thank her for taking him because it allowed me to become the man that I am today. So sometimes you have to lose before you gain.
Come on. Well, Marcus, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. We have watched you grow. That's all I can say. We have watched you grow, and I thank you for encouraging those who have, like David said, the air quote, that what they consider a disability, what the world would consider a disability, because for you, you're showing that you can overcome the disability. It's a choice. It's a choice to overcome it. For everything that somebody said you weren't going to be, you were purposed to be something more. And the world needs more people like you, Marcus. They need more people like you because guess what you've done? Like you said for us.
You know what? Let's forgive me for a second. When I first met David Benton, when I first met him, he said, we were sitting at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? My memory like an elephant. We were sitting at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? I first met him, and he was like, you know, I had some prison situations or whatever. But when look what God allowed him to do. Look how God allowed this man to elevate. This man was going a dime plus. A dime plus. You said, like, he lost everything. Like, you looking at the Black Job. With David, you looking at the Black Job. You see what I'm saying? So we can't take his example and know that a true God exists in heaven and know that God will multiply what you lost in man. Will multiply what you lost in man.
Yes.
See, y'all let me preaching, man. I'm not, look, this is an interview. I'm not supposed to be preaching. I'm not, look,
you're doing what needs to be done. You're doing what needs to be done, Marcus.
Let me stop. I'm not,
you know, I'll tell you, David opened this up for you. He's opened this up for you. And so I really appreciate it.
It's not what it's here for. I'm not supposed to be preaching. I'm just a music guy. But I am elated. I am inspired by Shay. I'm inspired by David. I'm inspired by the stories. I'm inspired. You understand what I'm saying? Because who can I complain? Yeah, I did almost 5 years in prison. Sure did. Computer hacking and everything. Yes. Dope and everything. Because I chose the streets before I chose the Bible. But let me tell you, I'm almost 38. And if God allowed me to see 38 years, I'm going to try to get saved again. I don't care who ward I need to get baptized in. I'm going to try to get saved again. Because I know I need God's covering, not the world.
Yes. That's right.
So, regardless of whatever happens to me musically, I don't know the future or whatever. But what I do know, like I told David, I don't care how many producers y'all work with. Y'all supposed to work with other people to get their sound. To
well,
do whatever y'all do.
Marcus, you are locked in.
Listen,
I have producers that send music every day.
Y'all supposed to. That's what you're supposed to do. But I told David, y'all say, I told him, listen, I will come out of retirement. Please don't let a producer make y'all feel like it's their sound or nothing. When you dealing with the best, don't make it seem
come on, Marcus, boy. Come on,
because I come out of retirement and shut the whole thing down.
Come on, well you came out right. Now. You came out now. When I started getting those messages again, I said I thought he was retired. You said I'm
retired. I'm wholly retired.
I got me a wonderful beat called Polaroid. Hey, I already started writing tonight.
I will say too that Marcus, and I know that we're talking about the topic tonight. Just this we're still walking in the topic, but like I said, when I hear your beats, bro, I do hear the love that you put into your beats. There have been times, where you called me and you said that you had a passing in your family. And you sent me a track, and maybe that day I sent something back, like it will be all right, and I didn't know what was going on in your life. And so to actually hear your track and the lyrics that I came up with come to them, and they bless you in the way that they do because it's what you were going through. How does that feel?
I mean, again, you can have a big old canvas, paint everywhere, brushes and stuff like that, but it takes somebody with a creative mindset and a different eye to be able to paint a picture on that canvas. You don't know how to paint the picture. You just know how to bring the canvas, the paint, and the brushes. That's what you know how to do. But it takes somebody with a creative eye set. And then let's just be real quick. When we say spiritual music,
we got 1 minute. Because we want to tell people where to find you, Marcus. We want to tell people where to find you.
Yeah. Cool. So when you talk about spiritual music, is different from secular. So let's just make that clear. So David can be like, yeah, I'm a shooter person, whatever. But for him to come back and say, listen, for God so loved you, he gave his only begotten son. So you can come to him instead of running. Stuff like that. That's what Beyond the Fence offers. They offer a reality aspect through Christian music. And where people can find this guy? Everywhere. AutismActivistMarcusBoyd.com. AutismActivistMarcusBoyd.com. Facebook, Marcus Boyd or Marcus Strozier. Instagram, whatever page. Autism Activist Marcus Boyd, all that good stuff. Thank y'all so much for this opportunity. So much more on the horizon. So much more on the horizon. So much more to come. And y'all, look. Y'all definitely going to get a personal invitation to the wedding and stuff like that. Yeah. So
thank you.
You know, who knows? We might just have ABC sing our Aisha at the wedding.
Hey, Truto, love you, Marcus Boyd.
Yes, sir.
Love you, Marcus Boyd.
Love you, bro. Thank you for coming out. Look, shout out to the Elation family. This Beyond the Radio. Man, y'all see how we do it here. Please stay tuned for next week and the week after, and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. And you know we love you, but God loves you more, and we salute you with both hands. So where the music at? Where the music at?
Where the music at?
Where the music at? Where the music at? Where the music at?
Coach Shay.
Pop, Jerry, Truto, Allen.
Lord, you are the one I need.